It is summertime, and it's the first time I think that both Ian and JP are running the same banner, where Ian is the first time having Sophia and Sophia EX, and JP that are rerunning the banner because it is the summertime. Sophia and Sophia EX are our first EX unit in this game, and there are two main things you need to know about EX unit. First is that EX unit has the exact same stat as the original counterpart, so Ice Sophia would have the exact same magic stat as Wind Sophia. Second is that despite EX unit are treated almost separately like a new unit, with different Guide Stone, different Awakening Stone, different everything, different level, they are still technically the same person as the normal counterpart, so you cannot use a base counterpart and the EX counterpart in the same team. As for Sophia, she is an apothecary this time, but because she is still having the same base stat as the base Sophia, her magic stat is really high, so she is more of a wind DPS than an apothecary. The best way to think about her is that Sophia EX is a wind DPS and also have a bit of healing. Most of her skill power is very based on her passive, but if Sophia reaches her true potential, which is Wisdom 2, then Sophia is an extremely very strong wind DPS. The only problem though is that Wisdom 2 is a bit hard to maintain. How the passive work is that she will gain a buff based on the amount of icon she has on her, and when I mean icon, is everything count as an icon. A buff, a debuff, a resistance up, a defense up, a regen, a status debuff, a status effect. As long as something give an icon, it counts toward the passive. Wisdom 1 is 8 icon, and 8 icon is very easy to achieve. So for example, her regen by itself is 3 icon, because it's regen, fire and lightning defense. Lynette, for example, can give her 2 buff on the active skill, and 1 buff on the passive skill from switching back and forth, so that's 6 icon, and the remaining 2 can be get from her other passive. Wisdom 2 is 16 icon, and 16 icon is harder to achieve than 8 icons, because there isn't like many unit in the game right now that can give like multiple icon. When Tatlaw come to EN, she do give out like 6 different icons from her passive, so it should be easier. But as of now, I will just evaluate her as her 8 icon power. Her second passive is just a nice bonus to help her achieve Wisdom 1 and Wisdom 2 easier, because the buff that they give is only lasting for 2 turns, and they are random, so it's kind of unreliable. So most of the time, they just serve as extra icon to help Sophia achieve Wisdom 1 easier. Her ultimate is just a big wind nuke, and there isn't anything much to talk about it. Although Wind Sophia is as strong as other Scholar, there's one thing that she does lack from the other Scholar though, is that she is lacking a 3-hit that debuff the enemy elemental resistance down per hit. What this means is that in a Wind team comp, she needs to rely on unit like Odette or Lavina, or even the 4-star like Menno or Noelle to debuff the enemy wind resistance down so that she can deal more damage herself. Currently, Sofiaxe is the best wind DPS in the game right now. Even with just 8 icon, she is still stronger than Odette already. 16 icon make her super stronger, but 8 icon is good enough. And also, thanks to the introduction of the Fortune weapon to the EN version, Sophia damage doesn't have to fall behind because she can just make a magic axe so that her damage is on par with other Scholar. In JP, she is the 3rd best wind DPS in the game right now. There's Modulo who also deal dagger damage but hit wind weakness, but if we don't count that because it's not true wind damage, then Sophia is 2nd, I guess. Though, I will say this though, is that Sofiaxe do excel the most at dealing AoE wind damage, because compared to Lavina, she can deal only 3-hit wind AoE, while Sophia can go up to 4 to 5-hit even. So in summary, if the fight has multiple enemies where the enemy is weak to wind weakness, then Sophia excelled there a lot, but if the enemy is only single enemy only, then other units like Bajalo and Lavina can do the job fine without Sofiaxe. Actually, forget what I say about her being the 3rd best wind DPS right now in the game, because today she has a new buff to her in JP that let her has a 4-hit that can buff her own magic up, and also the ability to critical attack with all her skills. And so with these two new buffs to her, I can now say that Sophia is now the second best win DPS right now behind Lavina and JP, and the best AoE win DPS right now in the game. Here is a comparison between Sofiaxe and Odette. Sophia is stronger than Odette here because despite having 20 less magic, her win AoE is already stronger than Odette, and her 260 nuke can get even stronger based on the passive, while Odette 260 nuke is only a constant 260. Though there are a few things that Sophia cannot do though, is that Odette can debuff the enemy when resistance down, and also has an unconditional 30% damage up, while Sophia can only go up to 15% through her passive, so the other 15% must be get through an accessory or something, and she cannot debuff the enemy when resistance down at all. So, in conclusion, Sophia is a strong win DPS, not meta breaking or anything though, so by herself she isn't really worth pulling for, but she is sharing a banner with another OP unit, which is Sophia EX, so that's a different matter. Since Sophia EX is on this banner, you want Sophia, then go for her, because the chance of getting Sophia EX is there too, and having her on your team make a lot of fight way easier. And that's it for now. Goodbye.